folks. Welcome back to what are we doing?
Sheltering.
Sheltering with Swami. I'm Swami Chaitanya.
And I'm Nikki and Tipu here.
Tipu in the corner.
And we're just really thinking about all you folks out there and feeling a lot of distance and love and compassion. Because we're way up here in the mountains. We are just sort of out of the loop in a sense. I mean, of course, we're keeping up with the news as much as possible, but we also don't want to overdo that, because it can drive you crazy.
Well, we're also kind of in a natural state of isolation. When we first moved up here, like 17 years ago, I was here for almost 2 years, mostly by myself, and then Nikki would come and visit on the weekends, and then we got a few more things built and so on. But normally we wouldn't even go into town once a week, maybe once every 10 days if we could stretch it out. And we used to order food in bulk anyway, 25 pounds of granola and 25 pounds of rice and stuff like that, cases of chili and so on. So we were always ready to kind of, hunker down and settle in to try and keep our trips to town at the minimum. So that's not so much different for us. But Nikki wants to say about what we're thinking about is all those people working in supermarkets and all those people who have to be out in the public, people at doctors' offices and people in restaurants and post offices. And you see all these people now walking around cleaning after everybody's walked through. It's like at the post office, they're cleaning the door handles and so on. And so all of these people are actually at risk in a higher degree than most all of us. They do have one advantage is they are still working. But it's still, they're out there and they're like first responders when an emergency of another kind comes. And so we want to just offer our compassion and support for all those people who are the service people who are keeping us all going.
And not only them, though. I mean, yes, thank you so much to all of those people, but also to just all of you that are at home and worried about your future. Of course you are. And we really feel for that. And hopefully you're able to get high or do something to alter your reality out there. But mostly it's just to not go to the fear space. There's a thing in Hinduism, there's a mudra. Mudra are the hand symbols that mean something. And it's just simply this. And this means freedom from fear. It's called the Abhaya Mudra. And it means freedom from fear. And when you add this to the other side, I'm kind of crouched in here, that means freedom from fear brings fulfillment. And just, there is so much news. We need to know what's going on. But try to take care of yourself first. And to be sure to include some joy in every day. It's okay to be a little silly and read those crazy little things that everybody's sending around. We all need to laugh at times and keep that spirit alive.
Well, it's also, it's kind of like New Year's resolutions. People have the list of what they're all going to do now. But one of the key things I find is just at the very start of your day, in the very early morning when you first get up, before you do pretty much anything, do your ablutions, baths, stuff, but then just sit in a quiet spot, a spot that you have dedicated to be, that's your little quiet spot. And just sit there. And if you want to meditate and you know how to do it, that's fine too. But as Ram Dass used to say, just be here. Just sit there, be here, and listen, and be quiet, and then watch your thoughts. And now, if you're into meditation, then you get to a place where you kind of getting beyond your thoughts. But just to begin with, just sit there.
Yeah.
As we used to say, sit down and shut up and watch your breathing.
And listen to the silence, because I imagine the cities must be so wonderfully silent right now. Yeah. I mean, we're both city people. I'm born and raised in San Francisco. So just to now listen to that silence, listen to the birds, and just find the peace that's all around you within and without. Yeah. And that's probably about all we got to say for right now. Namaste.
Namaste. Short and sweet. Om Namah Shivaya.